on your part, and sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees, because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
Let's go.
Play fake. Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Kings.
Mayfield. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Mayfield off the play fake. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Baker Mayfield with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll throw now on the final play. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So it was the defense that jumped, and that'll move them 5 yards closer.
I wonder how they did it. Wonder if they twitched a little bit up front, a little subtle head movement that the officials didn't detect, but they got it done. Now they're 5 yards closer for their field goal attempt.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he's going to have the Bucs first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He finds his man Johnson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 4. They go play action. Mayfield forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Rolling to his right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The slot man in motion right. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Mayfield now. And he comes back with one complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The decision for Todd Bowles, and he says let's go for it on 4th down. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. From the gun, Mayfield. And it's caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards. So for Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. A quick throw there is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it is 28-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Hurts sets up to throw it. Steps away to his left. Oh, he tried to throw back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Still going inside the 20. And it's a pick six.